All my mad at me. Valet park.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
On play action, here's Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you talk about this Chiefs defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know which.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Alexander. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Ritter now. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Gibson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown in the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get into him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have
finds through and now a crease.
He's still on his feet.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter.
7-7, our score after one.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Alexander. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, trying to tie this football game.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
A little short pass. This is Everett. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 3. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Ritter.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. Gibson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Bunker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
2nd and 11. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play, to just airmail it out of bounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back to throw. Gibson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Ritter to throw it.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
Here's Ritter.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Ritter on the fourth down try.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Alexander, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 20, here's a second down and 9. Ritter back to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Touchdown, Colts! A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Wolf on now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Gibson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Back to throw now on 1st down.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got this downfield to McBride.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Looking to throw. Gibson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Trey McBride.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And a catch made by Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Alexander. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That one too wide and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Slot man moves right. Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Gibson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gibson.
This is taken in by McBride.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They work now on 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chiefs, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right now.